So yeah, let's continue. Other patterns, challenges. From what we've talked about, it doesn't have to be as broad as what Steve said. I mean, that's honestly trying to solve the problems of the world. We don't have to do that right here, right now. But specific to some of the issues we talked about, we can maybe break it down to a more micro level.
The challenges, as I said, from a businessman's perspective, is the startup capital and a good business environment.
So
those are challenges. If you make it easier to do business, business will come. Business will provide jobs, business will provide taxes, revenue.
Difficulties of starting business, is that a nice, succinct way of...
Yeah, that's a fair way.
Okay. Other thoughts? To relate to anything we've talked about?
I think a challenge is, you know, looking at a lot of the work that I've done is getting people vested and involved and working in the community and having ownership of the community to make a difference, to make a change. We see a lot of young people now not even participating in community, they're not engaged in the community, but they still feel, what's the word? They feel like they should get everything. Do you know what I mean? Privilege. Entitled, yeah. Entitled, but they don't want to put any effort into building a community.
Involved at the local level. Yeah. Nice, again, spark what you just said.
Right. Well, that ties in with Focus 5 about educational opportunity. We always talk about education in sometimes fuzzy-edged ways too. That it's become, to some extent, education is job training, and that doesn't work. In the way technology moves today, if you sit a kid down in 8th grade and just teach them Microsoft products, that is not education. And where was I going with this? And you had just said, again, getting them involved in the local level is if they're not even educated to what living in a community is all about, I don't know how you expect them to spontaneously know that.
You're sort of making me feel like adapting to the rapid pace of change is a problem that we don't know how to...
I think it's mindful education of living. You know, how do we teach these young people to live, to, you know, at the micro level, learn how to balance a checkbook, learn how to take care of themselves, how to work. I mean, it's
basic levels are problem-solving ability, letting them learn from failures and making mistakes.
Red markers are okay. Don't have to be purple.
You can lose a game by some points.
You can keep track of scores. There are winners and losers. I'm not sure that's a pattern.
Yeah, I'm trying to...
Helping our youth adapt to a changing world. I mean, I think that's really...
Yeah. I think that's great.
If you're talking about future, they're the ones who are going to be doing it, doing the jobs, doing...
We're not doing a good job of parenting for this, whatever new world we could talk about that all night long.
We could. We could talk about pretty much anything you guys have talked about all night long.
I don't know. I think education needs to be. I agree. It really needs to be. So you actually have your hands on the object. The Montessori model is really great, but we haven't. Our education system in this country, New Hampshire probably, I don't think it is actually helping our kids to make independent. Parents aren't, they don't know what to do. They're really not getting any good guidance.
There's an old ancient Chinese proverb that is, tell me not again, show me that have me do it and I will understand.
And part of the solution to that has to be that business and society in general has been part of that, creating that opportunity for young people to get the application training. We don't have a system for it. Nobody's being incentivized to that. In our system, states incentives on being able to make money. And so one of the things our systems are good at is trying to figure out how to pass the price on our costs to our next year. So we would never go and spend the money to train some young person not knowing that they're going to stay with us. We would do that.
Well, maybe we should bring back the apprentices. What's wrong with that?
Maybe government. No, keep the government out.
Okay. Going down to the bottom up
then how would you provide these? How do you create a reason for business to provide application-based opportunities for young people?
I'm not sure. As a businessman, I'm not involved in education. That's not right. I want to make widgets, that's my job, to make widgets. Right. And if I need to train some people to make the widgets, so be it. But to provide a broad-based education, that's...
No, I'm not asking about broad-based education. I'm saying, that when you said that it was a great idea to have application-based learning.
Yes. And where are you going to get application that's real?
Again, so instead of asking the government to establish programming and things like that, again, it would have to start with the parents insisting that they want their children to be prepared for pledging, and part of that is look at the curriculum of the schools, and instead of seeing that, oh, we're making maps today and we're doing this, it's what can be more of an active learning process.
Would that be more of the tech schools as opposed to traditional high schools?
Well, tech schools are going to get to be pretty specifically based. Like in carpentry and electronics and automotive technology and things like that. But it still needs to go beyond that. Because even an elementary school kid will better understand simple math. If you set up a little store in the school and they have to learn how to use the cash register, the simple one, not the one that tells them what numbers to give back. How many times do you go into a store and if the electronic cash register is down, they can't make change for you?
Dumbed it down.
I was a cashier in a grocery store for a long time. There were many people I remember there was one person, what's 20 minus 11, 32? Didn't know. It's 868, by the way. Anyway, yeah, please do.
So sort of like education, changing world, and how do we change that education for
So that gets back to adapting youth.
Yeah.
Adapting youth to the changing world, whether it be application-based learning, whether it be, jumping jacks.
Well, all these focus problems all do interconnect, because again, if you have the employment opportunities, then you'll have more of the younger people staying. So that goes back to number one as to who lives in the community.
So can I say that the problems are cyclical?
Yes.
Okay.
Cyclical would mean the chronological, it's summer, spring, winter, fall.
I think interconnected.
Nothing really is chronological.
Interconnected.
Interconnected.
That's the word that's better to the group. That's the word we use.
Tied together, that's your
There's no such thing as
Oh, they just said it over there.
of an isolated
They're
incident.
stealing.
They are.
They're looking on our test. Teacher, they're looking on our test. I don't want, yeah, that's right. You gotta put the head down.
What does that say after focus?
Areas. Sorry, my handwriting isn't legible.
It's small.
It is very small. Acres. Yeah, exactly, acres. I once had a teacher threaten to, if I didn't write bigger, threaten to not read anything and just fail me. That was a tough time. Made sure to write small things.
GrokTV.